Greetings of the day. Myself, Nagaraju Yadav, Department of Cyber Security, MITS deemed to be University. Today, I'm going to give lecture on Introduction to the Cloud Computing. So, what is cloud computing? Then, these are the topics we are going to discuss. Okay, what is Introduction to Cloud Computing, and then history of cloud computing and applications of cloud computing and advantages and disadvantages for cloud computing, the variations of cloud computing from other modules. So, first of all, what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing comes from the cloud, the terminology, the word called cloud. Cloud, the word cloud means it is a network. So, cloud computing, nothing but the delivery of different services through the internet, including the data, storage, servers, databases, networking, and uh, softwares. So here, the cloud word it is used to represent the in the network, that is nothing but for the internet. So cloud-based storage make it possible to save the files to remote databases to retrieve them on demand. So this is a cloud computing. It is a client-server architecture to deliver the computing resources such as servers, storage, and databases and softwares over the cloud. So with help with the pay-as-you-go pricing model. So instead of using local computers and physical hardware, that is so this follows the client-server architecture model. Okay, we can store the data in the remote databases. We can retrieve them on demand. So that is a cloud computing. So instead of behind this cloud computing, what is the main means? The instead of buying and maintaining the expensive equipment, use the cloud computing resources on demand from cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and cloud, Google Cloud. So these are three members for cloud providers. From them, we can use the cloud resources, computing resources, instead of buying the expensive devices and maintaining these expensive equipment. So this is the diagram. Okay, so this is the diagram cloud computing. So many, it is a network, all the devices. Okay, so many things. It is a pool of things in the cloud computing. Is it called cloud? Why is it called cloud? In the network diagram, okay, the cloud symbol, this is a symbol. Here if you see the diagram, okay, here the one picture that shows the network, the cloud symbol. It is a symbol which is used to represent the in the network diagram to represent the internet. So the terminology cloud refers to a network or internet. So it's stored on a remote servers and it is managed by the cloud providers. You can access it anytime, anywhere through internet. So if you, in this diagram, it's the cloud computing. The cloud is nothing but internet. So it can store the servers, remote servers, where we can store all the computing resources. So here, mobile devices, PCs, databases, and servers. This is our network. Choose cloud computing. Why we need to go for cloud computing? So there are many reasons for going into the cloud computing. Okay, to the cloud. So it enables the benefits. So many things. That is a pay-as-you-go model and flexible capacity and economies at scale and increased speed, a global reach, a reliability and performance. So pay as you go model, nothing but what are the resources using, that for that resources you can pay money. Don't no need to pay the money beyond. So for example, if you use 100 GB storage, you can pay the money for that 100 GB only. That is one example. So next, flexibility capacity. Flexibility capacity nothing but on demand. And here we can scale up and scale down the resources. So for example, e-commerce website. So in the festival season, the orders are more at that time. Resources, required things. In remaining days, no need that much resources. So this flexibility capacity means we can scale up the in the cloud computing. We can scale up the resources and scale down the resources. So economic next one is economics at scale. So it provides the cloud providers provide the resource at a very low cost. And next is uh, increase speed. What is increase speed? So it will provide the resources at a very speed, that is increase speed and a global reach. So all these cloud resources are available at worldwide. Then reliability means high availability of the resources in the cloud we can use anytime anywhere. And performance, it provides a good performance to the users if you use the cloud resources. The next is the history of cloud computing in in introduction itself. So, what is the history of cloud computing? 1960s, the cloud computing came from long years ago. First, in 19, the journey starts from 1960s. The concept of time sharing is introduced then. So this concept of time sharing, it allows the multiple users to access the mainframe computers simultaneously. So this laying the foundation for the remote access to the computing resources. Next, in 1970s, virtualization technology came, so it is developed. So this virtualization technology enabling the creation of the virtual machines that can run multiple operating systems on the single physical server. In 1990s, because of the internet growth, the day by day internet is growing. So the growth of internet leads to the development of remote access technologies and the idea of delivering computing services over the web due to the internet. And then after that, what happened? Early two, uh, 2000, here the term cloud computing is coined to describe delivery of cloud computing services over the internet. So it provides the cloud resources over the internet, making the beginning of a modern era of cloud computing. In 2006, the cloud provider, that is Amazon AWS, is launched cloud services. It is offered cloud services, storage, and computing resources on a pay-as-you-go model. So this is the one revolutionary in the way of business access and use computing resources. So here AWS introduced the cloud services to the users. Then next is in 2008, the Google company introduced a Google App Engine. So this is helpful for developing a. It is a one platform. It is used for developing web applications and hosting a web applications in the cloud. After that, in 2010, Microsoft Azure is launched next his services, cloud services, providing a comprehensive set of cloud services for building and deploying and managing cloud applications. So these are the three cloud providers: Amazon AWS and Google and Microsoft Azure. Uh, they are introduced their cloud resources. Okay, their cloud platforms. Okay, provided the resource to the users. And then in 2010, the adoption of cloud computing accelerates, which business of all sizes leveraging cloud services for data storage, provisioning, software development, and more. So after that, at present, so by seeing all this, now at present, major cloud providers like AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud platforms, that is GCP, offer wide range of services to the users, driving in So because of this driving innovations in the area that is called artificial intelligence, machine learning, and edge computing, because of this cloud computing. So in future also, the cloud computing have more demand, so it continues to evolve with the advancement in technology, shaping the future of industry and enabling new possibilities for business and individuals in the future. So this is the cloud computing. This cloud computing is a technology, we know that. So it provides the resources to the users. So cloud services provides a variety of applications in the field of arts, business, and data storage and backup and education and entertainment, management and social. It provides a wide variety of applications to the users. These are the applications uh, provides by the cloud computing. Then what are the advantages of cloud computing? We all know that this cloud computing technology, it is a trending technology. Almost every company is situating, okay, switch it to their services to the cloud environment to raise their company growth. So we are going to discuss some important advantage of cloud computing. So this is a use for backup and next improved collaborations, restore of the data, excellent accessibility for this, and mobility and security purpose, and pay as you go model it is used, and unlimited storage and capacity, and data security. These are all advantages of the cloud computing. So if you see this, all these advantages, we'll discuss one by one. What is the advantage of this backup and storage? Okay, backup and restore the data. How we can backup and restore the data? Once the data is stored in the cloud, okay, it is easy to get backup and restore that data using the cloud. So improved collaborations. So collaboration, I mean, collaboration is nothing but all the users can share their data into cloud. Okay. So the cloud improves the collaboration by allowing group of people to quickly and easily share the information. So excellent accessibility. Cloud allows us to quickly and easily access store information anywhere, anytime in the whole world using an internet connection. This is the accessibility of the cloud resources. It provides this service. So low maintenance cost. So cloud computing reduces both hardware and software maintenance cost for organizations. No, no need to uh, give purchase heavy equipment, and no need to investment do the more investment on the equipment. So it this cloud providers provides the uh, cloud computing resources at a low cost. So mobility. So the cloud computing allows us to easily access all the cloud data via mobile. So this is mobility. Unlimited storage capacity. Cloud offers a uh, huge amount of storage capacity for storing our important data like images, documents, videos, okay, in one place. Next, data security. Coming to data security, okay, cloud offers many advanced features related to security. Okay, it ensures the data is securely stored in the cloud and handled very effectively. So these next is disadvantages of the cloud computing. These are the some disadvantages. One is the internet connectivity. If you want to use the cloud computing, compulsory you must require internet connectivity to access the cloud resources. Okay, and we access this data through cloud by using the internet connection. Because of this reason, internet connection is compulsory required. That is one disadvantage. So if you do not have good internet connection, you cannot access this data. So however, we we have no any other way to access the data from the cloud. Compulsory, we require internet connectivity. And then vendor lock-in means vendor locking nothing but we are depending on the particular cloud providers only. Okay, if you want to move one provider to another vendor means it is somewhat difficult to move one cloud provider to another cloud provider. So this is the vendor lock-in. So in the vendor lock-in, it is the biggest disadvantage of the cloud computing. Organizations may face problems when transferring their service from one vendor to another. So as different vendors provides different platforms that can cause difficulty moving from one cloud to another. So that is a difficulty. So next, limited control. As we know, this cloud infrastructure completely owned and managed by and monitored by the cloud service providers. So because of that reason, the cloud users have less control over the functions and execution of services within a cloud infrastructure. That is a limited control. We don't have control on our resources because the cloud providers have more control than us. Then security. So uh, you should be aware of that. You will be sending all your organization's sensitive information to the third party. Yes, sir. So because of the reason, cloud computing service providers, that is, we are giving our data to the cloud service providers. We are placing our data in the remote location with cloud service providers. So our sensitive data is placing in third party with the cloud providers. So while sending the data on the cloud, there may be a chance to that organization's information is hacked by the hackers. There may be a chance of hacking our data because the our data is with a third party. While we are sending the data, there may be a chance of uh, data hacks. And then here, what are the variations of cloud computing from other models? So cloud computing, we know cloud computing uses the client server architecture to deliver the cloud computing resources, that is servers, storage, databases, and softwares over the cloud with a pay-as-you-go pricing model. This is the cloud computing. It provides the delivery of services over the internet through the internet to the users. That is the cloud computing. Okay, with that is which model, pay as you go pricing model. But in grid computing, before this cloud computing, there is a grid computing. That is this grid computing is also called as distributed computing. So it links multiple computing resources, that is like PCs, workstations, servers, and storage elements. So all together provides a mechanism to access them. So computing resources together provides the mechanism to access the resources. So cloud computing, we see the difference between cloud computing and grid computing. Cloud computing follows client server computing architecture. This grid computing follows the distributed computing architecture. Here, in cloud computing have high scalability, grid computing have normal scalability. So in cloud computing is more flexible than grid computing. Grid computing is less flexible than cloud computing. So cloud operates as a centralized management system. This cloud is a centralized management system, but this grid computing is a decentralized management system. In cloud computing, cloud servers are owned by the infrastructure providers, that is cloud providers. But grid computing, grids are owned by the managed by the organizations itself. So grid computing uses services like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, SaaS. So this grid computing uses systems like distributed computing and it is distributed information and distributed pursuit. So this cloud computing is service oriented. This grid computing is application oriented. So it is accessible through the next in cloud computing. It is accessible to the standard web protocols. This in grid computing, grid malwares. This can be accessed through grid malwares. So this is a completely introduction to cloud computing. So what is the cloud computing means? So it is a delivery of computing resources uh, through the internet pay as you go model. Whichever, if you want to use the resource, then you pay some money and use the resource. How much resources you use, and you pay the money for that. Okay, that is the cloud computing. So computing resource nothing but it is a server, so storage, databases, softwares, networking. No need to purchase a before, instead of instead of storing data in your local machines, you are storing your data in the cloud. That is the cloud computing. So here this cloud computing evolved from mainframe computing and virtualization, popularized in 2000s with the cloud service providers offers scalable resources. So it is a cloud computing evolved from mainframe computers and virtualizations. Okay, so it comes from there. So this cloud provides uh, we can store our data. Okay, then web hosting, online learning, ML, and healthcare systems, e-commerce, business applications, and collaboration tools. So cost this is a cloud computing is a cost effective and scalable and flexible, high availability. This easy access from anywhere and reduced maintenance, security and privacy concern, internet dependency and downtime risk, limited control and vendor lock-in. We have the more security for our data, uh, and also privacy concerns, internet dependency, and and then cloud computing provides on-demand services, pay-as-you-go model, and resources pooling, and rapid scalability, and resource accessibility. This is some summary of cloud computing. Okay, thank you. I will conclude my lecture. If you have any queries, please drop your queries.